What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again for another video, and today we're here with Amir, Zankyosanka. Still haven't gotten that name down. I think somebody let me know how to say her name in the last video, but I'm gonna keep it 50-50 straight with you. I forgot. I forgot. But last performance we had a fantastic, like the last time we had a showing by her on First Take a couple of days ago. Fantastic, or like last week, something like that. Fantastic song, fantastic voice. It was so good. There was a familiarity, there was a warmth to it that I just hadn't felt in either ever or in a long time. It was probably my favorite, probably my favorite song like that we've reacted to throughout the past like week or two. It's just it was great. Some songs just sweep you off your feet, and that was one of them. So I'm excited to get into it a little bit more. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Amir or something totally different, the best place to send that in is the best place to send that in, Jesus fucking Christ, is my social media. Link's gonna be in the description, or you can just comment below. That's cool too. And if you want, I'm fucking up for real. Anyway, let's get our headphones. Make sure they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it before I fuck up anything else. Oh man, I know I always say this, but one of the highlights of the First Take is everybody's drip. Like this is, people have, like, these people have some of the best outfits. Like I need to step up my game, bro. I mean, like, my drip is basically looking like the richest hobo that I can possibly be. No, she didn't just switch up the sound. This is such a different sound from what we had last time. Oh, this is way more jazzy. Oh. I was wondering if she was gonna switch up the sound of her song, but damn, this is some variety. I love it. I love it. This is really fucking good. God, I love trumpets. I mean, I love trumpets, bro. Such a great addition. Okay. And she still kept that that warmness in her voice that I was that I love so much about her voice before. I mean, I'm not really looking at the lyrics, even though I should be, but it seems like she's spitting. God. Oh my god. Yeah, I love her voice, bro. This, like, she probably has she definitely has like my favorite voice out of what we've been reacting to so far for the past week or so. This is so fucking jazzy. I did not expect this at all. Break it down, hang on. Oh my god. Hold on. I almost went back, cause that note, that she hit right there, that was disgusting. Oh my god. I don't even know. She's showing a lot of range in this song. Oh my god. And then vibe with the music. Vibe with the music real quick. Lovely. Lovely. Vibe with the music real quick. Vibe with the music. God damn it. Why you have to do me like that? Why you have to do me like that? Why did you have to do me like that? Oh. Okay, so I was wondering. So going into this, I was wondering if we were going to get a little bit more of the same, which if we did, I wasn't going to be mad. I wasn't going to be mad at all. Shit. If you gave me a carbon copy of the last song that we listened to, and it was just a little bit different, boy, I would have listened to every second of the song, and I would have loved it. But this time we got a little bit of a different sound. Not in the way of the vocals. We'll get to the vocals in a little bit. But this song was a lot more fast paced. This song was a lot more jazzy and upbeat than the last song that we did. This one, I think it was more or less the brass that was in this song that really gave it the different sound that I usually look for whenever I get into another song by somebody, you know, that I'm just now kind of getting into with you know, when it comes to Amy, or however you say her name. Let me know in the comment section below again, because I apparently don't listen to when it comes to like Amy, I kind of understood what I was getting myself into when it came to like her music. Like I said before in the last video, she has more of like a, from what I know, is a very calm, homey, warm, chill kind of, almost, I don't want to say bedroom pop, but like almost a like an indie sounding kind of voice. It's just a very relaxing voice, and she has a very relaxing music from the little that I have heard from her. So when I got the last song, I was like, okay, this was a great song. I was in love with that song. That was what I expected to get from her. Like, as far as the tone of the music, this is different. This was way more bombastic. This was way more saucy, and there's a lot more swagger to it. And while the instrumental was a lot different, she still kept her the same sound with her vocals. It was, you know, it's still that warm kind of homey kind of vocals, very chill and relaxed, even though it was very fast paced to match the BPM of the song. Now, funny enough, as much as we kind of got the same vocals, which I love her vocals, right? I don't expect her to change up her vocals for shit, right? But even though we got some of kind of the same sound from the vocals, she showed off a lot of range in this song. There were notes hit in like very difficult notes, right? Very difficult sounds, I guess. Difficult notes that she hit in this song that we didn't see in the last, and showing that it was mostly shown at the end of the song, where we had I really wanted to go back to that specific part where she was really showing the fuck out, but where we had at the end, she was like, there was a little bit of everything in that final stretch of the song. She was, like I said, she was showing the fuck out, and it makes it all the more impressive to me Specifically because in the last video, somebody in the comment section was, people usually give me information on the artists or bands or stuff like that that I react to, and somebody said that originally she had a different sound to her vocals, and I think that was something that I hit on in the last video, where I had heard the first thing from Amy, whatever, that I heard. The first thing I heard from her was back in the day. I heard a little bit of Brave Shine, mostly because I had watched the anime that was attached to that song. Fate something. I know it's Fate Stay something. I don't know. There's so many Fates. I don't know which one I watched. But I remember hearing Brave Shine. I remember that being so different when I compared it to what I recently know of Amir, which is the EDs from what do you call it? Vinland Saga. These two sounds, like, I could tell that they were both Amir, right? But they were, I wouldn't say drastically different in vocal, in vocal tone or whatever. They were just different, right? And somebody said that she used to have a more, I don't want to make it sound like I'm ragging on her or like saying anything negative, because I'm not. I'm more impressed than anything. But she used to have a more like bombastic, more powerful voice, even though I think her voice is powerful now, but she used to just sing differently, right? If anybody's watched an anime, the kind of voice that you usually get with like female vocals in the OP. Right? You watch enough anime, you understand what I'm getting at. But they said that she had a throat disease or something, like she had like some type of sickness that hindered her from singing like that. And I don't know how true that is. It's the internet, so take it with a grain of salt. Well, I don't know how true that is. Her being able to go, if it is true, her being able to go from that, getting, being sick in a way, and not being able to sing, in the way that she knows, and having to adapt into not totally different, but a very different style of singing, where it's a more calm, laid back kind of tone or take that she has with her vocals now. It's still, like I said, it still sounds like the same person that I remember from Brave Shine, but there's a totally different mood, totally different sound that you get now with her. And like I said, I don't say that to be like, oh wow, I kind of miss the old Amy or whatever, because one I didn't listen to Amy or know who she was back then. I just watched the show and knew that was the OP, and I skipped the OP most. I skipped that particular OP most of the time, not because the song was bad, because as far as I remember, I didn't care for the visuals of the OP, and I just skipped it. I wanted to like breeze through that show. But that being one, like I said, I didn't know much. I just knew that was who it was, and then I rediscovered her as in the Vinland Saga EDs, and I was like, oh shit, okay, that's cool. But two, her being able to be that adaptive, like that, her being able to be that adaptive is the most impressive thing that I've heard about her. Her voice is amazing. Her you know, she has incredible talent and skill. That's undeniable. But there's something about adaptability that I just love, and it might be because the more malleable you are as an artist, the more diverse you can get with your music. And as you know, most of you know, while I don't need it, diversity in your music definitely elevates you to a higher standard than I would normally have you. Um, whenever I listen to an artist or a band. So her being able to adapt to, in under like such trash circumstances at that, is what really impresses me. Um, that's just like, I would assume that most singers would be donezo after that and be like, no, I can't do it no more, or I would have to continue to do what I usually do, but not as well as I usually do it. Instead, she found a totally different way to do it and made it work and made it sound phenomenal. So all together, like, that's just, it's impressive. Like I said, if it's true, like, it's the internet. You never really know who's telling the truth and who's lying or who's embellishing and stuff like that. But it's impressive. Even without that story, like her voice is very impressive. It doesn't have to be like super strong. I always say that, like, your voice doesn't have to be super strong in order to be impressive. Like, that's not the only way to sing. It's not the only way to make music. There are many of ways to make music, and that's why it's art. So you don't have to do all that in order to be a great artist. You just got to find your way of making art, and I think this way for her is, like, the voice that she's found is more than enough. It's amazing, for lack of a better phrase. So yeah, really enjoyed this song. This is definitely going on the playlist, and I hope when it does go on the playlist, those trumpets, I hope that those are in the I hope those are in the studio version, because that went hard. So with all that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Amy, or please tell me what her name is, how to say her name, Amy, or something totally different, the best place in that end is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description below. And if you or you could just comment. Just comment. That's cool too. Not everybody has Twitter. Not everybody has Instagram. Not everybody needs Twitter. Not everybody needs Instagram. So you comment below too. So with all that being said, let me get. I just died for the 14th time today. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.